So you're looking to buy into the current spring designer handbag trends, but you don't want to spend a fortune. Don't worry, I have you covered. Today we're going to be covering the best pre-loved bags that currently fall into the spring 2025 designer trends. So to kick off this list, we're going to first start with one of my favorite designer trends. You all already know it. East-West. They're going to be the it bags of yesterday, but they're still very current or very unique, so they're going to elevate your collection to that next level. And to kick it off, let's start with one of my favorites, the Louis Vuitton Suhali Lingerie GM, and this time it is in the color plum. Now with the original Suhali collection, you had like 4 really good colors. You had black, which I have, there was white or blanc, there was a light blue, almost a blue jean, and then there was plum. Now the plum is absolutely stunning. And with this one, I think that if it was accessorized with the upcoming cherry blossom drop over at LV, with like maybe a bandeau or maybe hanging like a key clay or something from the front, this bag is going to look incredibly current. It's going to be gorgeous, and it's going to fit right inside your collection. Like this one is absolutely stunning. I have it in the black, as you all know. It is one of my absolutely favorite bags, especially in the winter time. I've had purple bags before. Listen, I've had Raisin from Balenciaga, not once, but twice. For me, it just didn't really work well into my wardrobe and what I wear, my aesthetic, but I think this is an absolutely gorgeous, 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 gorgeous bag. If you remember my original list for spring 2025, there was the Loewe Amazona. That was like, what, $3,000, $3,500? This next on the list, it's shaped kind of similarly at a fraction of the price, literally less than 10%. This one's only $292, which is amazing. Listen, I love expensive things, beautiful, flashy, expensive things, but I also like saving a buck. So that's where this list is going to come in clutch for you guys. This is the Celine Boogie. This one's done in a tweed, so does it err more on the side of fall? Sure, but I think it's also going to work for early spring. Listen, we're still working through that cold weather temperatures, at least we are here in Chicagoland. We're supposed to have some more ice and snow this weekend, which I am not excited about. Now, I love the Celine Boogie bag, don't get me wrong, but give me like a really good unique one, and this one fits the bill. We're still kind of playing in that plum colorway, which I think is going to help transition nicely into the florals of spring. This one does have the leaves, so I think it could also be worn like resort season in the wintertime for a quick getaway. It's giving kind of tropical energy with these big banana leaves on the front, and I love how they have the charm there at the front with the Celine Triomphe logo just emboldened on top of the leather leaf. $292 after we've discovered the Celine Boogie bag together. Prices have really skyrocketed. So to get like a decent one, especially a unique one, under like $400 or $500 at this point can kind of be a bit of a task, if you will, a challenge. But I've already done the work for you, so challenge accepted. This one's already marked down from $365 to $292, which you're gonna get kind of that same look as the Amazona from Loewe, without the Loewe price tag. Kind of amazing. So to round out the East-West trend, this last one, stay with me. I know it's a little wild, it's a little out of left field, but I am ready for Tod's to have their moment. The 1 or 2 pieces I have from Tod's, literally the one belt, I absolutely love. And I came this close, you guys don't know this, but I came this close to ordering a brand new Diana tote bag like a week or 2 ago. I bought something else, so major unboxing coming soon within the next week. IYKYK. This one, guys, it is so unique, it is so stunning, it's so Y2K coded, which we all know is heavily ingrained, especially with LV releasing the Murakami collections again. Now with this one, it's going to be done in like a nylon. You have this really interesting elongated shape, and the bangle handles up at the top really remind me of what Chloe is doing right now with a lot of their handbags. Chloe is known for their hardware, their like weird bangles and padlocks and this and that. You know what I'm talking about, don't make me explain it. So this one kind of leans into that trend, which is going to be important because I think Chloe, as like a key player in the luxury fashion realm, is going to be another name that's going to be on the tip of our lips here in a month or so. Their spring summer collection for 2025 was perfection. If you have not watched it yet, start to finish. I'm not even a Chloe guy. Like theoretically, I'm really not into Chloe. This collection though was like top tier. I'm lost for words. It was literally top tier. So good. But we're talking about Tod's right now with this $72 handbag. Hello. I think the least expensive bag on my last list was a Coach bag at like $300. This one at $72. She's super cute. I think you could easily dress her up. You could dress her down. She's gonna look great for lunch. She could also work well to the theater. You never know. And again, we have that elongated shape playing into the East-West trend. Next up, we're going to look at a piece from the Gucci runway. But before we dive into all that, hey guys, my name's Caleb. I post luxury and lifestyle related content several times a week, both here on YouTube and over at my website, curatedbycaleb.com, where you'll also find a store full of amazing items, deals, and discounts. So if you're into all that, hit the subscribe button down below. Consider joining my membership. We have an amazing engaged community. There's a Discord. There's a members meetup yearly. They also have a full-time discount over at my website, curatedbycaleb.com, which stick around. There's going to be a special announcement about the website here at the end of the video. But here's another special announcement. Join me next Monday, President's Day, February 17th at 4 p.m. for a special live viewing sale. Now, this isn't just going to be any drop. No, no, no. I have cleared out 20 bags from my own personal collection and 6 SLGs. It's going to range everywhere from Dooney and Burke and Coach all the way up to YSL, Prada, Fendi. It's gonna be a blitz. It's gonna be an exciting afternoon, trust and believe. But for this next collection, we talked about studs. Studs is gonna be another huge trend, especially spring summer 2025, and the shade of brown. So I found the perfect Gucci. This is the Gucci Pelham runway flap, and guys, it is absolutely stunning. It does not disappoint. This is like vintage Gucci at its peak, right? So we have all the studs, we have the embroidery, we have the whip stitching, we have the thick web guitar strap with more studs. Overall, for how old it is, this bag is incredibly clean. Like, the interior looks spotless. The gold hardware, stunning. It's brilliant. Now with studs, we looked at a lot of very expensive bags from Kate, Prada. I think there was a Valentino. So this one kind of does what that Valentino was doing for only $740, as opposed to what, nearly $3K for the Valentino. It's kind of a moment, right? Like, let's be so serious. I wanted to think outside of the box. Sure, you can, like what we just looked at, covered in studs literally everywhere. But what about like heritage studs? Like, there are some brands that like studs are just their thing. Looking at you, Valentino, rock stud, Roman stud, you name it, any type of stud they've done. But one house that we don't talk a lot about here on the channel is Goyard. If I were to get a Goyard bag, it would have to be the Saigon. I don't always necessarily love the Goyardine print, like the little, you know, the Y and the stippling and the dots and everything, which unbeknownst to me was not hand done. That's a story for another day. This is the Goyard Saigon PM, currently priced at $63.75. Listen, she's not cheap. She's not inexpensive, if you will. You've got to take her out to dinner first, maybe dinner and drinks. This is going to be an iconic staple of the house. Now, the Saigon history we've covered before in my Goyard Saigon when they released the business tote, I should say. So there's a lot of history there. It's very interesting, very fascinating. I appreciate that it's all leather. It looks to be done in like a box calfskin leather. We have the light colored wood, which I am absolutely 100% a fan of. And instead of studs just being any old place all over the bag, this one just has like those rivets, kind of harkening back to what Goyard was known for, their trunks. Much like LV, Goyard was also known for their trunks. So I think this one is fascinating. Is she expensive? Absolutely, but she is an investment piece after all, and I think it's a bit of a flex to have the Saigon not just in the Goyardine coated canvas, but in actually all leather. She's gonna look fabulous at the lunch table, I can just tell you that much. Now, to round out this category of studs, we were gonna look to Louis Vuitton again. There's a lot of LV on this list actually today, which there will be some LV in my upcoming closet sale. I am so excited. With this one, I wanted to kind of look back towards the Marc Jacobs era, because Takashi Murakami, Steven Sprouse, like all these really amazing artist collabs truly got their start during the Marc Jacobs era. During the Marc Jacobs era, we also had the Riveting collection. This is the LV monogram sack riveting, and it's currently priced at $845. Now, with a bag like this that has that much vachetta, finding it in this good of shape, next to impossible, like cooked. Usually there's like a lot of corner wear, some rain spots, and yes, this does have a little bit of that, which, how old is it? Like 20 years? When did the Riveting collection come out? It's been a minute. If you guys remember, let me know down in the comments. And should I buy into the Riveting? I always loved Riveting and the Perfo, especially the Perfo and the green. Like, hello. If you have either of those, let me know about them down in the comments, because I'm curious to see like what you think about them, how they've held up and whatnot. I think this would be an amazing asset to have in your collection. Not only is it a Marc Jacobs era throwback for LV, which is going to be huge through 2025, especially with multicolor, cherry blossom, and what is it? Cherries. This is the time to dust off your Marc Jacobs era LV and really flaunt it, and I am 100% here for it. So the next trend was suede, and a lot of brands do suede, but no one does suede quite like Hermes. Yes, we're going to talk about a little bit of Doblis, if you will. This is the Hermes Doblis seal Sac Malice, and it's absolutely so freaking cute. Suede for spring, it makes sense. Suede for summer, not so much. Stay with me. I've actually carried that Celine Boogie in the summer and it was kind of a vibe, not gonna lie. But this is going to be an Hermes bag for only $2,500, and not just any Hermes bag. Like, this is going to be something a collector would have. Is it the Sac Malice that has the rocket on the front, like the different exotic leathers? This bag is so incredibly cool. You can dress this up, you can dress it down. This would actually look really cute at the zoo with the kids. Maybe, I don't know. I don't have kids and I don't go to the zoo. In my mind, I think that this would be absolutely perfect for that. Or maybe you're going to the Shed Aquarium. That would be fun to watch the water stuff. I don't know what you do on the weekend. You do you. I'm gonna keep looking at this bag because it is so freaking cute. I love the little seal holding up the ball. And even if you're just an Hermes collector like I am, this is a flaunting piece, if you will. Like, Birkins are fun. Weird bags are better. Sticking to this suede trend, another big trend that we can kind of wrap all up into one bag. Listen, this is going to be green. Green is supposedly supposed to be very big this year. Personally, I think it's going to be shades of brown. For the sake of things, we'll go with green. Suede, big bag, and this one has a lot of texture to it. And if you haven't guessed what that is yet, this is the Bottega Veneta Intrecciato Hop in the size large. Historically, Bottega Veneta for my own personal collection is not a brand or a design house that I've ever really paid enough attention to. And when I recently went with Jamie and my husband, we went to a private tour, a showing, if you will, of the new Bottega Veneta boutique here in Chicago. I'm a convert. I am sold. There should be some Bottega in my closet. Maybe that's why I'm having a sale. Who knows? This one, I just absolutely love the large hop bag. And this one, it's an interesting color. Like this green, it's shocking enough that it actually can stand on its own as a pop of color, but it's also neutral enough that it's going to work with most outfits, like with all black, shades of brown, even navy blue. This bag is going to come in clutch. There's a joke there somewhere. I just need to figure it out. When I showed you the suede bags last time, we looked at a lot of smaller bags. So this is going to be a way to both get that suede trend, the color of the year, and the big bag all in one bag for only $4,800. Only 40. I hear it. I hear myself. We're moving on to the next bag. 2 weeks ago, I shared with you the medium suede handbag from Prada. What does it mean? What is a medium suede handbag, Prada? What does that mean to you, Prada? Please let us know. But you all went nuts for this bag, and I completely understand why. Like, it's actually sold out. You cannot get your hands on this bag. However, if you were to go up a size, which for you that work or need to carry things, that's what bags are for after all, this could be the one for you. So this one is currently priced at $26.25, which I think its estimated retail is about $3,500. So you're already saving about $1,000. Listen, it's a little bit bigger, so you can kind of play with maybe you're elevating back into big bags from our TBE energy over the last 5 or 6 years. This would be a good way to kind of do that without jumping headfirst into big bag trend. It's also brown, it's suede, it's Prada, it's fabulous. It's a really good deal compared to what we saw last week, and you can actually buy it because it's not out of stock. It's a win-win-win. It's a triple win. Triple threat, you guys. For the honorable mention for the suede category, listen, we all shop at different price points, right? So I wanted to make sure to include something from Coach. Now, Coach you can always historically get, especially pre-owned, at a really good price. And soon, you'll be able to get it at an even better price. I'm giving you my surprise announcement. Coming up this Monday, literally 2 days from now, there's going to be a surprise sale over on the live. Now at curatedbycaleb.com, you're always going to find really good price points on these bags. They've been rehabbed, they've been authenticated, they're fabulous, they're great, they're gorgeous bags. I'm looking at them right now. But I'm going to have a special discount code for those who join me in the live, and of course for my members. It's time to clear house. I'm ready to get some new inventory in, shake things up a bit. So it's going to be a really good sale. So make sure you come back next Monday. About 7 p.m. Central Time is when we usually go live. So we'll have our shenanigans in our chat, and then we'll dive into the sale, which is going to be fabulous. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. So mark your calendars. Until then, if you really need to get a suede bag, trust me, there's some at curatedbycaleb.com too. This one's only $145. This is technically a nubuck, which I believe in the quality ladder is a little bit better than suede, if I remember right. This is from the Chelsea collection, and I absolutely loved the Chelsea collection. Amazing pebbled leather, nubuck suedes, and this one's done in kind of like a periwinkle blue, which I think is going to pair really nicely with some floral scarves. Maybe you could tie like a cute little bandeau around it. This one's going to be really fun for spring, and again, $145. Or you can check out curatedbycaleb.com and join us on Monday for the special live sale. I'm so excited. Now, next up, the category is Fringe. That was my Pose reference. Did I nail it? Probably not. I'll cringe later when I rewatch this. For Fringe, we're going to kick it off with Valentino because we saw a gorgeous triple threat last week, if you guys remember, the Valentino Nell Coach, which sadly is several $1,000s. This one, though, I've done the legwork for you guys, is only $555. This one, you're going to get all that Valentino goodness, rich, buttery leather, fringe. There's also some studs on there. It's in a dark green. So again, another triple threat for not even a fraction of the price, $555. Still looks brand new. I think a lot of people give Fringe a bad rap. It's fine. Buy some Fringe, especially for $555. If you're unsure of Fringe, this is a good way to dip your toe into that Fringe pool and see if you want to go for a swim. You know what I mean? Speaking of Todd's and me wanting them to have like a big renaissance, a comeback, if you will, in mainstream designer fashion, Etro is another house that I think does not get paid enough attention. There are some amazing clothing pieces from Etro. Their ready-to-wear is beyond impeccable. Their bags, also amazing. We've featured them a few times here on the channel before, but I found an amazing bag, you guys. This one is fringe without being too fringe. You know what I mean? Like it's the right balance of fringe. With this one, you're going to have some really neat felt appliques on the front. I do believe the body is suede. And then of course you have that nice thick strap with the chunky hardware and just that little bit of fringe at the bottom. So she's flirty. She's fun, right? She's Etro. check her out. Before I bought my Bellport bucket bag, I was this close to buying a fabulous fringe number at the YSL outlet, which rumor has it is no longer at Rosemont. So if you guys can confirm, please let me know down in the comments. But this one, this is Saint Laurent, and it's not too over the top. However, for only $945, you have the chain, you have the YSL little logo emblem hanging down, you have all of that gorgeous, delicious fringe. I think this is another fun way to kind of flirt with the fringe factor, right? I love it. Let's round out this list. I have a few really good big bags to kind of fall into the big bag trend. And you know what? Gucci. We're going to talk about some more Gucci. This one, guys, this is the Gucci Calfskin Soft Jackie Large, and it's in this gorgeous, gorgeous shade of cherry red. We're going to be having a whole cherry renaissance here this spring. Coach has already dropped their cherries. LV is dropping cherries. So to be in that whole like cherry red fun, it's going to be fabulous. And just imagine this one like at the farm, doing farm things, picking apples. I don't know, it's spring. But with this one, I loved this collection. They actually had some clutches that I really wanted, and I regret not buying the alligator version that I saw at the Gucci outlet in Florence. One of my big life regrets, but we're not talking about regrets today. We're talking about elevating our spring trend fashions, and this Gucci large hobo is going to be the way to do it. She's big, she's fabulous, and as you all know, Gucci has recently re-released a massive hobo. This is going to be a fun way to do that at a fraction of the price. This next one is a personal favorite of mine off of this entire list, and if one of you don't buy it, I mean, I threatened to buy it myself, but I literally just bought one of my dream bags, so I am so excited. So keep your eye out for that unboxing. Listen, we've had a lot of announcements today. I'm selling out of my closet 20 designer bags. You guys have seen my closet. This will not disappoint. We have the web sale coming up on Monday. Then I have a major unboxing coming a week from now. A lot of big things happening this month over here at the Caleb Snell channel, my little corner of the internet. This bag is truly calling my name. This is the Fendi Raffia Peekaboo in the size medium. I know a lot of you don't love overly capacious bags, and as an owner of two very large Celeria Fendi Peekaboos, I didn't want to put you through that. So I found you a medium size that was still fabulous. She's raffia, she's striped, which kind of calls back to the old Fendi stripes before the Zuka came out. She's whip stitched down the sides. She has snake inside and outside trim. Absolutely stunning, well under $2,000, which if you know, the price to buy a new Fendi Peekaboo in boutique these days is insanity. Like, they're worth it, trust me. They're stunning bags. They don't keep their value though, sadly, but they're stunning bags. But this is a fun way to buy into the Fendi name if you haven't yet. Try out a Peekaboo. Imagine this poolside, like poolside or at the beach. This bag is gonna be fabulous. Speaking of Louis Vuitton, we've been kind of having a LV Renaissance moment here. Let's talk about Mahina. Who's talking about Mahina? We are. We're going to dive into it. So this bag is the XL. You all know I love a big, dumb, squishy hobo bag. I have my Givenchy Saka. I have my big Coach Zoe in the suede. I just love a good, big, you know, a goofy, big, squishy hobo. Like, they are so much fun to carry. The Mahina, like, this is absolutely fabulous. Perforated leather from LV. I can't remember if this was a calfskin. I believe it was a calfskin if I remember right. Stunning gold hardware. It's a big bag. It's brown. It's LV, which again, I think is going to be having another resurgence. LV's kind of been flatlining over the past few years. So let's celebrate some Marc Jacobs era goodness. And with Mahina, you can never go wrong. She is absolutely stunning. Now, I wanted to throw in an honorable mention just because I was surprised to actually see this one available, and at the price that it's available at is absolutely mind-blowing. So I actually had the joy of trying this on at my local Louis Vuitton. One of them, I have like 6 in my area. This is the Louis Vuitton Monogram Keybell XL, and this is done in avocado leather. You have that red Alcantara lining on the interior, big metal LV plastered there on the front. It's just so ludicrous, over the top, and this one's already marked down 20% off what they originally had it at for only $2,000. Like, this came out 2 years ago. Hasn't been out long. This one's still in amazing condition. I think this is a really fun way to buy into LV, still be quirky, runway-esque, and enjoy a big bag. Like, it is absolutely fabulous. So guys, that wraps up the final video for spring 2025 trends. We've done brand new bags, which were not cheap. We have done Shop Your Closet Challenge, which a lot of you participated in, and I loved hearing like what from your collection was going to fall into each trend. I think we're going to do that every season because I enjoyed it. I hope you did too, by the way. Let me know in the comments if you did or not. And today we have covered pre-owned it bags of yesterday for a fraction of the price. You still get gorgeous, stunning bags. I'm not ashamed to admit, I think like at least in my collection, I maybe buy 1 or 2 brand new bags every year or every 2 years. So the majority of my collection is pre-owned. And I think honestly, if you appreciate fashion, but you don't also want to spend all of your money on designer bags, which trust me, these days, whew, you basically have the down payment for a lease on a brand new BMW for a new handbag. It's absolutely insane out there. So I think it's fun to kind of look back, celebrate the pre-owned stuff. You're saving a buck, helping the environment. There's not more waste being produced. I don't know. It's just kind of fun to look at the old it bags of yesterday. So let me know down in the comments which were your favorites of the bags I showed you today from each category. Which one would you pick? I'm just curious to know. Don't forget, website sale Monday during the live, 7 p.m. Caleb's massive closet sale next Monday, the 17th, 4 p.m. Gonna be insane. 20 bags, 6 SLGs, and I'll be unboxing one of my Holy Grail bags here within a week. Keep your eyes peeled. There's gonna be a lot going on here on the channel, which I am so excited for. And until next time, guys, stay safe, have fun. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.